This is Apocrypha from Apoc Industries, and welcome to episode 6 of the Ashlands. Last time we started extending the Cinder Line, and the Cinder Line is going up to the north now. It was heading west, but we hit some water, so now it is headed kind of northwest. So that's where we're going to continue today. We are on the lookout for mineral patches, mostly looking for coal, looking for iron. We have a couple of spots already where we can tap for copper and a little itty bitty tiny piece of oil. So yeah, let's gather up the stuff that we need. We need rails, we need lights, which we don't have a lot of, so let's grab some of those. Lights. We need drop off our stone. We do have rails, but let's grab some more. We need signals. Alright, got some signals. I actually need more than that. Okay. We need bots, which we have lots of bots. We need lots of power poles. And we need some radars. Those don't take too much. Maybe we'll just stock up on some iron gear wheels and some circuits just in case. Looks like we should be ready to roll. So let's roll. Flight has just finished, which gives us access to some more fancy nanobot stuff. Which is what we're going to be getting next. And our nanobots are currently set to max range, which is perfect. So we are going to the end of line. Now, our pollution cloud is extending basically as far as we have scanned and then some. It is what it is at this point. There's, I'm not going to be going around searching for biters or anything, because this is just such a big pain to drive through with all these rocks in the Ashlands. So what we are going to do is completely ignore our pollution and instead focus on extending our train line. Sounds like a good plan to me. We only want to remove rails for now, because we're going to do this, and then we are going to continue moving forward. And there we go. We may, by the looks of things, perhaps want to veer this back out towards the left, or towards the west. Might also want to branch once we get here. We'll see. But let's see where we get to after the first couple of straight rails. It's going to be a while before we get to our next radar point anyway, so might as well just keep on trucking and tossing junk into our train. How far is it really though? We're not in map mode, so it's hard to tell. Okay, so it's probably at the end of the next straight. So let's do that. Still not seeing any iron. Still not seeing any coal. Hopefully we'll start seeing it soon. Because we really need to have access to those resources in particular before we can make any big decisions about where we're going and what exactly we're doing. Okay, so it is going to be here that we have our radar, so this would be a good place to branch out. Maybe I will make this a crossroads as well. just because we are not entirely sure where we're going. So let's find a crossroads. Three-way junction, four-way junction. There we go. And yet again, like we did earlier on, we will toss a rail or a radar in the middle of all this somewhere. Right here by the looks of things. Go. This will start to give us maybe a little bit of a better idea of which way we should be going. If it ends up that there's not really much of anything to the north, then we can remove the north section of this junction. That would be okay. I really want to keep heading to the west, though. That is where where the Cinder Line is going to be headed. And so that is where we are going to be headed. If only we could get over onto that side of the junction. There we go. And back into our straight rails. How are we doing for rails and stuff anyway? Oh, we still got more junk. We are almost full on junk. In fact, I would go so far as to say that we are completely full on junk. So let's toss down an end line. End line. And head home so that we can drop off all of our junk. And that gives our radars a little bit of a chance to do some scanning for us. We should also bump up our power production. Our power production is probably doing okay, but it could be doing a lot better. So once we get back to base, we will also double up our power production. Sounds like a plan. Alright, we will take this stone, what we can carry anyway, and actually, what we can't carry, we can put in our car. And then we can carry more. Oh, that's right, I was also going to put just a little bit of a refueling mechanism here. There. And this will keep our train topped up. Easy peasy. We're going to make sure that our stone is filled up here. This is not a steel chest yet, so let's make it into one so that we can put even more stone in. Okay, so now we have a super surplus of stone, so we're just going to start making landfill out of it. Okay. And what were we going to do? Oh, we were going to bump up our power production, which is going to require a bunch of pipes. So we're going to take all our pipes so that we don't have to craft so many. Take all our gears too. And I should probably grab some iron while we're at it. Alright. So let's see what it is exactly that we need for this. We need 10 burner inserters. That's easy. We need 10 boilers. 10 boilers. Need 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Those are all the big ones. And look at that, our bots are already hard at work setting all this stuff up for us. Perfect. Very handy having robots. And the last thing that we need is for this to be hooked up, which we didn't actually grab any pipes to ground. That's okay, we can just make one. There we go. Now all these are up and running. Our pollution is going to be skyrocketing. And we are still hoping that we are not going to get attacked. These guys might be expanding. The biter expansion is still set to be pretty aggressive. They're expanding at least once per episode, as much as maybe 4 times per episode. Just a question of whether or not we see it. But for now, we can head back out and do some more scouting. So let's do that. Got some landfill. Get our car. Pretty sure we stocked up on everything as we were driving by, so we should be good. Whoops. Not so good is running into things, but hey, what can you do? Alright, let's head to the end of the line. And we'll keep an eye on our scanning while we're here. We'll be able to take this out at least a little bit further, it looks like. Might as well get a head start on deconstructing some of this stuff. Okay. And heading back into making straight paths, which are here somewhere. There we go. Still nothing. And we're already full of garbage, because there are lots of rocks around here. Alright, we were going to turn all that into landfill, weren't we? Right. And probably for the best, because it looks like we're going to be running through a bit of water, and we are just going to go ahead and run right through it. Yes, we are. Well, I haven't seen any more biter bases. Oh, it looks like it's maybe a little bit less ashy over here. That's kind of interesting. Alright, and now we're going to hop out and take our landfill and make a path for our tracks. And we will just make sure that... see, we need a little bit of extra space. Oh, hello, hello. So there must be some biters around here. So, oh my goodness. Yes, there are biters somewhere around here. Okay, well that is definitely exciting. We are going to grab the other bit of nanobot stuff, and we are going to continue to fill in this little hole so that we can put our blueprint down. Okay, I see it has the whole power pole has to go here. There we are. Now this this implies to me that there is in fact a biter nest nearby. So that should make things very interesting. We also do need to have a radar set up right here, looks like. So we will do that. This is not powered Oh, right, because I don't have a power pole. Okay. Well, things are starting to get a little exciting. Still haven't seen any useful resources, but we can kind of hunker down here a little bit. You know what? We don't want to hunker. We want to make some progress. So we are just going to grab our turrets, and we are going to continue. We will not let the biters stop us. Did I just see a spitter? Not sure if we're seeing spitters yet or not. But if we are, then we should still be okay, I think. I hope anyway. They are very not happy about us being here, though. I mean, who can really blame them? I mean, we're on their planet, and you know, using up their resources and stuff. Who can really blame them for being upset that we're here? I am curious about where their base is, though. Right, just making our way through the woods, as one does. Still no sign of any iron or coal. How are we doing for radar coverage? We are not quite there yet. No, we just put one down, of course. They're going to be picking up a lot of wood here. And we're keeping an eye on the mini-map. We can see that we have some biters coming in. That's all right. We can deal with them. I actually prefer to have my turrets on the inside of the track if I can, so that they're protected by the train, but hey, it is what it is. We are not quite far enough ahead to be able to see that next chunk. There we go. We are going to come back, grab our turrets. I may actually hop out of the train for a bit and go deal with that spawner that is surely up there. Seems like that would be prudent. Grab these and back up. It looks like the spawner is right up here. So we are going to hop out of the train right here, leaving a couple of turrets behind to protect our train. And we are going to go up and take a look. Here they are. Happy little spawner. Oops. Turned our car in the right direction, so it's a little easier to handle here. We do have some worms here as well, so we are going to focus on taking out the worms while our turret protects us. That is the plan anyway. Wow, there's a lot of biters up here. They must be coming in from elsewhere as well. Oh, we're not selected on our repair plots. I'm wondering why it is that they decided that they wanted to stop repairing. It's because we had no longer been requesting them to repair. Love nanobots. Okay, and yes, so there is a much larger biter base up ahead. We will take care of that as well. It's daytime, so hopefully they'll start getting a little less aggressive. But we are getting more aggressive, so it evens out. We're really just ultimately using turrets to defend us while we do the heavy lifting here. This is kind of how I prefer to do it, especially with nanobots in play. Usually, without nanobots, I would be I would be out of the car and repairing, but repairing is taken care of for us because of nanobots, so we don't have to worry about it so much. And our car does actually quite a decent amount of damage. Now we can go to repair our turrets, and we are good. And we have even more friends coming to visit. How lovely. How lovely. And they are using the rampant AI, so they like to fall back. They come to avenge their friends. And we like to make them want vengeance. They also try to do flanking maneuvers, which is a lot of fun. Alright. Don't see any worms. We might be okay just diving right in. It's really the worms that we have to watch out for. Alright, and we'll see if any other reinforcements show up from anywhere. Looks so far like not. Okay, so we've cleared ourselves a little area up here. Going a little over time, but while we're up here and while there's not so many rocks, because apparently the Ashlands don't stretch forever, we might as well get a little bit of scouting done up here, see if we can find any interesting resources. Oh, we can find some rocks, that's for sure. Some more copper? Yes, it is. Copper is something we apparently have in abundance in the Ashlands, but what we really want is some iron and some coal. Coal probably being the most critical thing that we need right away. But at least we can get a look at the kind of layout of the land. Oh! I think I see some coal right here, actually. Excellent. A nice hefty coal patch that's right next to some biters that hopefully can't find a land bridge to get to us. I think they're cut off. Well, this is excellent. We will be able to set up a station here to be able to tap this coal. And that's something that we will look at setting up next time. All we need to do is find some iron and we'll be ready to roll. We can start thinking about where to set up a smelter. Or, you know, we could not drive through trees and instead have our robots pick them up for us. Rocks and stuff as well, but hey. More biters. Let's avoid those biters for now. Let's just get back on track. Literally back on track. Back on our train tracks and head home. We've found some coal. That is critical. We have not yet found iron, but we have coal. So we have one of the two most important things that we need to find. And that's a good place to start. I'm going to toss an end-of-line station down not up ahead because there's biters there. Probably back here where we have our radar. Which was... Where's our radar? Oh, we accidentally left some turrets here too, which we don't really want to do. Okay, so that's it for nanobot research. Let's just grab... Well, let's grab concrete for now. That's something that we'll want to have at some point. Let's just grab it. And we can toss some more junk in our trunk. And let's see about sticking an end-of-line station right around here. As long as it's built on the signals that are already there. Okay, I can't do it there because of the turrets. So right here should work. There we go. We're going to call this end of line Cinder. And now we are going to head back home. Cool. Well, this has been fruitful. We have managed to find a coal deposit. We have managed to extend the Cinder Line quite a ways out. We managed to clear some biters too, so I call today a success. This has been episode 6 of the Ashlands. Thank you for watching.